can hear me? Everybody hear me? All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Schroeder Township High School's annual honors ceremony. This is a time when you can celebrate all the hard work that you've put in during your time here at SHS. Parents, grandparents, guardians, family members, here is the time for you to celebrate. Take as many pictures as you can, post them on as many media sites as you have, and enjoy the moment together as a family. Tonight is absolutely a night to celebrate. Again, I just want to say thank you and welcome to everybody to tonight's ceremony. And at this time, I will now pass the mic to Mrs. Latshaw. Here she is.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the honor ceremony for the class of 2024, which seems crazy to me. Before we begin tonight's program, I want to introduce members of the Schroeder High School Administration, Board of Education, and Foundation that are here with us this evening. From the SHS Administration, please welcome Scott Cameron, Superintendent, who just left the stage. Nick McGurk, Assistant Principal Athletic Director, who's out also as a parent tonight, and Bo Doty, Assistant Principal, who's also out in the crowd. From the Board of Education, please welcome Heather Baker, Steve Baroshik, Eric Hoffmeyer, and Dr. Earl Welchie. And from the Schroeder High School Educational Foundation, please welcome Mark Painell and Everett Solen. Now on to the big event, the scholarship presentations. At the beginning of the year, all senior students were encouraged to fill out local scholarship applications. These local scholarships are awarded based on grade point average, particular major to be pursued in college, and other specific conditions such as financial need or whatever the various groups set as their criteria for different reasons. Some scholarships require essays and involve a lot of work, and many of the local scholarships are selected by our local scholarship committee, and others are selected by a committee established by that individual scholarship. Tonight, we will be awarding scholarships to 60 different seniors worth an all-time record total of $308,600. This doesn't even include 6 more scholarships that will be given away at Friday's senior assembly and at graduation. To begin the program, I'm going to be calling on some special guests to come forward and present local scholarships from various interest groups, organizations, or individual families. When announced, the students who win that particular scholarship and the presenters can walk up the stage on either side, whatever side you're closest to, and then we will get up here and take a picture. Once each scholarship is presented, we ask that the presenter and the students take a step back and face the side of the stage. So to my left, Mrs. Hollowell is over there ready to take your picture, and right behind me is an X marks the spot on the stage where you will stop to get that picture taken, and the minute it clicks, then you can go back to your spot. For scholarships with multiple winners, students are asked to stay on stage until all recipients get their envelope. So there are some scholarships that give 2, 3, maybe 6 recipients that scholarship. So we'll take a group picture. I do want to say, because I always feel like Mr. Bob Deacon is one of our scholarship donors. He is not here tonight, but when he is, one of the things that he really talks about is to make sure that you do the appropriate thank yous, because no school around here is giving away $308,000 just to their students. It is all because of people who had a great experience at Schroeder High School, or had a family member who had a good experience at Schroeder High School, or they have employees who came out of Schroeder High School ready to work and they value that. So for all of those reasons, students who are getting the scholarships tonight, please make sure that you say a big thank you, and when you leave here, make sure you write a thank you. And to all of the adults in the room and future alumni, who are going to be alumni in 2 weeks, make sure that you give back, because this wouldn't be possible for people who aren't sitting out there wanting to give back. So the more you give back, the more comes back to you. I can tell you that 1,000,000 times over. So thanks for your cooperation, and now on to the scholarship presentations. The local agriculture community is extremely generous in its support of SHS students. Here to present 7 scholarships that were provided by families in the local agricultural community, please welcome ag teachers Riley Hinchy and Gwen Heimerdinger, along with community members Amber Motzko, Julia Wonders, and Kathy Bassina.
Good evening, everyone. In 1934, the Schroeder Ag Program was founded by Schroeder legend Walter Basinger with 30 students at that time. Since then, the Ag Program has grown drastically to 216 students enrolled in the program today. What is exciting about our jobs as Ag teachers is individuals that are awarded Ag scholarships tonight are not students that we've had in class for just 1 year, but we've watched them grow and transition over the course of their last 4 years as they've been enrolled in ag classes throughout that time. When I say it's an honor to be here this evening, I truly mean it. Tonight, as Mrs. Lotshot had said, Schroeder FFA alumni members, myself, Ms. Heimerdinger, will be presenting scholarships for our students. And I'd like to call forth Bassina, Motzko, and Wonders family for our first one for this evening.
My name is Kathy Bassina. I'm speaking on behalf of the Bassina, Motzko, and Wonders families. This year, all 3 of our families decided to start the Ag Scholarship. This was after we saw such wonderful growth in our own children because of the FFA program. We decided to name this scholarship Ag Diversified because we've learned from this program, FFA is so much more than farming. Tonight, we are awarding this scholarship to a student that held an outstanding GPA, while also participating in various clubs, sports, as well as maintaining a job. We are honored to present the first Ag Diversified Scholarship to Miss Abby Griffin.
Maybe we needed to move the X. It will get better.
Quite funny to sit back here and watch Mr. Time be like,
The things you can't see behind us.
there's a lot going on back here. It's great. It's great. We're going to continue with our evening. So the Glenn and Elizabeth Baker Scholarship. Farmers east of town for many years, Glenn and Elizabeth Baker, handed their family farm down to Fred Baker, who still farms the same ground today and maintains a rolling cattle crop operation. Individuals had to show their strength and involvement in the FFA organization, intend on entering an agricultural field, and identify how their future career will impact others. This scholarship is awarded in the amount of $500 to Abby Griffin. The Gerald Sweden Scholarship. Gerald Sweden began farming just east of town. As Gerald aged, so did his production business, which would eventually be passed down to his son, and now continuing to pass down to his grandson. The Sweden family are large supporters of the Ag program and continue to try to benefit the lives of our students. To be eligible for this, students had to continue to try to benefit the lives of had to list their school activities as well as discuss their FFA background, how agriculture has affected their everyday life, and how their future plans will continue to benefit agriculture. This scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is awarded to Sydney Long. The Harley and Mary Henry Scholarship. Harley and Mary Henry were both production agriculturalists west of town. If there was any family within Schroeder that rose from nothing, it was Harley and Mary Henry, as they slowly built a production business with limited resources and their use of knowledge in trading and bartering. For this award, experience and hard work was heavily considered, as those were the roots that Harley and Mary Henry believed in and lived through. Additionally, students had to have plans of entering an agricultural field as well as continuing their education in agriculture. This scholarship in the amount of $500 is awarded to, Sydney Long. Thank you very much. I was told I get to keep reading. The Larry Kolb Honorary Scholarship. Mr. Kolb was an ag teacher here for many, many years, and in the last few years this has transitioned to the Friends Family and Alumni Scholarship. But Mr. Kolb, through his time, taught from 1977 to 2011. Today, Larry is retired and is still heavily involved in the STHS Ag program, and the scholarship is put together by the FFA alumni. For students to be eligible for this scholarship, students must be a member of the Schroeder FFA for a minimum of 2 years, list activities engaged in within the FFA, as well as describe what their FFA experience truly has meant to them. This year we have 4 different winners in the form of $500, and they are Abby Gribben, Sydney Long, Alex Mahan, and Maddie Wonders. The Schroeder family. Willard E. Schroeder was a farmer west of town in Schroeder for many years. In his honor, his wife Wilma developed this scholarship in his name. The recipient of this award should be pursuing an ag major, as well as being an outgoing FFA member. The winner of this award will receive a $500 scholarship from the Willard E. Schroeder Scholarship Fund. We are thankful for the Schroeder family, as I believe this is the 26th year that this scholarship will be continuing. And in the form of $500, this year's winner is Lexi Jensen. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the Ag Educator Scholarship. The Ag Educator Scholarship is awarded to one person within the agricultural department every year that has shown or exhibited growth, wisdom, drive, and finally, the willingness to educate others. This award is given anonymously by an individual in the community to the Ag Department, and with the assistance of myself, the donor, and Ms. Heimerdinger, and the Guidance Department, we select the recipient. This year's recipient in the award of $250 is Alex Mahan. Thank you very much, and congratulations to the class of 2024.
13 years ago, the SHS Alumni and Friends Scholarship was started under the leadership of Mike Hagerty. Through the generous contributions of many alumni and friends of SHS living in the community and the hard work of Mr. Hagerty to organize and collect the money, we are pleased to present $20,000 worth of scholarships this evening. From the SHS class of 1978 and member of the SHS Sports Hall of Fame, please welcome Mike Hagerty.
Okay. So we have 5 $3,000 scholarships we're giving this year and 1 $5,000. So the first one, Elizabeth Abbott. Lexi Jensen. Sydney Long. Ashley Diaco. Lily Kupek. Lily, by the way, has the best resume I've ever seen. I've been doing this 13 years. So. And our $5,000 winner is Debbie Lance.
Following the tragic death of Ben Newton in the fall of 2014, his family graciously set up a scholarship in his memory. Ben was a great son and brother who was a friend to many students at SHS. He loved music and played baseball on the SHS team. This year we are honored to be giving 2 $1,000 scholarships in Ben's name. Here to present the 10th annual Ben Newton Memorial Scholarship, please welcome his father Chuck Newton and sisters Carly and Jordan.
We have 2 scholarships to give away tonight. The first one is for Alexander McCloskey. And the second is for Gavin Jacobs.
In the summer of 2000, the Streeter community was extremely saddened to hear about the death of Brett Stone. A 1990 graduate of SHS, Brett was an exceptional student athlete during his 4 years at Streeter High School. Brett was an outstanding student, an accomplished swimmer, and a great leader. After graduating from SHS, he went on to become a successful student athlete at the University of Texas. After Brett's tragic death, his close friends and parents established the Brett Stone Memorial Scholarship. This award is based on 4 criteria: academic achievement, athletic achievement, school service, and community service. The amount of this award has increased over time, and in an effort to stay in line with the rising costs of college, Brett's close friends and family have raised this award to $4,000. Please welcome Brett's parents, Bill and Donna Stone, along with good friend Dr. Jeff Johnson, to present the 24th Annual Brett Stone Memorial Scholarship.
Thank you and good evening. I look forward to this every year. Just to remember Brett, a good friend, good student, good athlete. He was on the University of Texas swim team. I can remember many times in the mornings, him sneaking in. I don't know what time classes started back then. Let's say 8 a.m., 7:59, 8:01. He'd sneak in with wet hair in the back of the band room, try to get past. Who was the teacher back then? I don't remember, but many memories like that. And as you can see, from 1990, I'm getting old myself, so I can't even remember some of this stuff. But Brett was a great friend, and we enjoy honoring his memory each year here. This year's scholarship winner does check all those boxes. Top student here at SHS, great athlete, great community leader, and I'm hoping she will be a good student where I started my undergrad work, which is the University of Arizona. This year's winner, Lily Kupek.
In the fall of 2009, the class of 1959 celebrated their 50th class reunion. At a Bulldog football game, the class presented Schroeder High School with a scholarship to be given annually to senior students who are active in extracurriculars, who have given their time to community service, and who are in the top 20% of their class. This year, we are privileged to give out two $1,000 scholarships. Here to present the 15th annual Class of 1959 Scholarship, please welcome Diana Dean and Jean Pines.
And honored to make this presentation representing the Schroeder High School class of 1959. This year, our scholarships are awarded to Kayla Berg and to Caitlin Stipp.
Mary Ellen Mogi, from the class of 1966, spent many years developing a scholarship in honor of her class. After all of these years of hard work and fundraising, the class of 1966 is proud to be able to present this annual award given to students on the basis of achievement, financial need, and overcoming obstacles in life. This year, the class of 1966 will be giving out three $1,500 scholarships, each renewable for all 4 years of college, provided that they maintain a 3.0 GPA. Here to present the 14th annual Class of 1966 Scholarship, please welcome former Bulldog basketball star and Athletic Hall of Fame member, Bill Rollman.
Thank you for allowing me to present today. I'd like to, first of all, congratulate or thank the Schroeder High School administration and board and the foundation for putting on this award ceremony. I'd also like to congratulate all of the senior high award winners tonight. And it's a special night, and it's something we didn't have back in our day, but it is special, and to hear that we're giving over 300,000 is amazing. I thought last year when we gave 280, it was amazing. So, just a side note, currently our class is sponsoring 2 students from the year of 2022 who are on their scholarship program. We also have 3 students who re-upped from 2023, and tonight we're giving away 3 more scholarships, as you said, renewable, as long as they meet the criteria of the grade point average. Mr. Britton gave me 25 applications, and I think he wanted me to try to see how good I was at filtering these people, because it was a very difficult decision that our committee had to do. We had a lot of quality candidates, and it was very difficult to narrow it down to the 3 scholarship winners that we have tonight. All 3 have excelled at HSA in their classroom studies. They've overcome adversity. I was really shed a tear a couple times when I read them and reread them, but I think they're well deserving. Our first award winner is intending to study at Illinois Wesleyan in mathematics, and our winner is Danielle Jacinto. Our second award winner plans to attend IVCC in journalism. You got a big road ahead of you if that's what you're going to do. Our award winner is Noah Gerard. And our third and final award winner plans also to attend IBCC in Radiology Sciences. I'm proud to announce our winner is Zaira Webb.
In honor of their 50th class reunion, the SHS class of 1967 has created a scholarship program for deserving students with high academic standing. There will be 2 recipients of the class of 1967 scholarship. These students will each receive $1,500. Here from the class of 1967 to present their 9th annual scholarship, please welcome Arlene Hoffman and Mary Jo Hilterbrand.
Class of 67 is once again proud to award 2 scholarships tonight. We do want to thank all of the students who made applications. We wish we could give everyone a scholarship. Our first award goes to a young man who's faced a lot of adversity in his life and wants to follow in the footsteps of his adopted father and become a welder and take classes at IBCC. The award goes to Michael Greer. Our second scholarship is for a 2-year college. Grade point average and extracurriculars play a part in this award. The young lady has been raised by her grandmother, helped take care of her grandmother, had a part-time job involved in FFA and drama, Gracie Drysdale.
In the summer of 2021, members of the class of 1968 started a scholarship in honor of their class. This scholarship is for students that have a 2.5 GPA or higher. Applicants must also display financial need and take part in community service activities. On behalf of the class of 1968, and here to present their 3rd annual scholarship in the amount of $500, please welcome Jan Wachowski.
This is only the 3rd year that our class has offered this scholarship, and I love seeing the appreciation on the children's faces when their names are called. Our recipient this year has been very active in S Club, Senior Executive Council, Girls Soccer, Boys Football Manager, and will be attending SIU Carbondale to study secondary history education. I'm delighted to present our scholarship to Charlie McMullen.
Known for their love of mullets and heavy metal music, the class of 1991 is honored to present a $1,000 scholarship on behalf of their class. Through numerous fundraisers and donations from class members, the class of 1991 has worked hard to build a scholarship that will continue to grow and prosper at SHS in the years to come. Students for this scholarship must be attending college or trade school and write an essay about how they have overcome adversity in their life. Here to present the third annual class of 1991 scholarship, please welcome Jody Baker, Kim Crawford, and Nick McGurk.
Hi, everyone. First of all, we want to say thank you to everyone who has already donated to our scholarship. We're about halfway to our goal. We want to make it fully sustainable so that long after we're gone, students at SHS will still receive our class scholarship. Applicants, I also want to thank you, all of the applicants we had, I believe. It was, part of our scholarship is overcoming adversity, so we look at more than just GPA, SAT score. The students all wrote essays, and it was, I think someone else had already said, it was like I shed a couple tears reading these. It was very difficult to decide the winner. We wish we could award everyone a scholarship. We wish the best in her years of college and beyond. We believe in you. The winner of our scholarship this year is Maya Englert.
Formerly known as Exelon, Constellation LaSalle County Generating Station sponsors a yearly scholarship for students who are pursuing math, engineering, or science degrees. This year, the scholarship is worth $1,000. From Constellation, please welcome Amy Byers and her daughter, Macy.
All right, like she said, I'm Amy Byers, and I'm here to present the $1,000 scholarship for a student who is looking for future opportunities and with a STEM focus. The scholarship is sponsored by the LaSalle. It used to be Nuclear Power Station, but now we're called the LaSalle Clean Energy Center, which is part of Constellation. The Clean Energy Center houses 2 nuclear reactors that produces enough energy to power 1.7 million homes. And it also employs 725 employees in the community. It's truly a great place to work. I've probably worked at LaSalle for over 28 years. The future of LaSalle Clean Energy Center has recently advanced through upgrades made to our plant with the ability to produce hydrogen. So great big future for our community with LaSalle Clean Energy Center. So if you're looking for a great career, go there. And I'm proud to present this year's scholarship to Leighton Finney.
Sharon Coan was a Ransom resident and also an employee of Schroeder High School. Prior to her death in 2005, Mrs. Coan had multiple sclerosis, and after suffering from a brain hemorrhage, she received physical therapy for months to learn to walk, talk, and eat again. The Coan family was very appreciative of the work performed by the physical therapy technicians and nursing staff. This scholarship is in honor of Mrs. Coan with the helpful professionals in the nursing and physical therapy fields that assisted her. The recipient of this award must be entering a healthcare-related field. This year's 17th annual scholarship is worth $2,000. Here, representing the Coan family, is Mrs. Coan's daughter and granddaughter, Amy and Macy Byers.
All right, so we are very pleased to be here tonight to present this scholarship. It is our 18th year of providing this to the community, and as you've heard, we are very grateful for the doctors and nurses and physical and occupational therapists that took care of my mother while she was ill. And this is really our way of giving back to the medical and Streeter community. So with further ado, I would like to present this scholarship to Cora Lane.
Dan Dpool was a 1963 graduate of Streeter High School who went on to study electrical engineering at the University of Illinois. After working as an engineer at the Department of Defense, he went on to work for several computer companies and eventually founded his own company, which developed computer microprocessors that were sold to Apple. Mr. Dpool was very successful in his field and was elected in the Streeter High School Worthy Hall of Fame in 2017. On October 26, 2019, Mr. Dpool passed away after a lengthy illness. Mr. Dpool and his wife Carol developed the next two scholarships in honor of their parents, Madeline A. Hearn-Higgins and Walter and Dorothy Dpool. The Madeline A. Hearn-Higgins Scholarship is for a female student who is pursuing a bachelor's degree, and the Walter and Dorothy Dpool Scholarship is for a student entering the field of engineering, physics, or computer science. This is the 8th year for these scholarships, and each is worth $3,000 per year. The winners of these scholarships will be able to renew them for all 4 years of college, provided they maintain a 2.5 GPA. So in essence, these next two scholarships are each worth $12,000. Please welcome Mr. Dpool's wife, Carol, along with her sister, Kathy Barash, for the presentation of these awards.
I would like to award the Walter and Dorothy Dpool Scholarship to Tyke Ladralde.
On behalf of our mother, Mary Madeline Higgins A. Hearn-Higgins, we'd like to award the scholarship to Cora Lane.
Many of us have been to the annual Streeter Cruise Night. The organization behind this great event is the Streeter Dream Machines Car Club. For the 11th year, the Dream Machines will present scholarships in honor of former members Red Davis and Mike Hahn. The winners of this scholarship must be pursuing a degree in mechanics or welding. Please welcome Dream Machines member Kevin Lotshaw for the presentation of two $500 scholarships.
Good evening. So this year there are two scholarships we're giving away for welding. The first one is for Alejandro Lopez. And the second one is for Jesus Vasquez.
This next scholarship honors the memory of Ethel Pearson Mistell, a very kind and generous person who sacrificed much for the welfare of others. She felt such joy and excitement in the accomplishments of others as though they were her own. The scholarship was created by her son, Dr. Jerome Mistell, and his wife, Rebecca. This scholarship also honors the outstanding teachers and coaches that the class of 1959 was very fortunate to have. And they named several. Susan Greer, who taught Latin, Grace Majerski, who taught rhetoric, Ralph Ganser, who taught math and coach of the golf team, and George Ashworth, who taught English and was the varsity football coach. When this scholarship began in 2010, 2 students received $1,500 scholarships. Now, in year 15, 2 students will receive $8,000 for undergraduate study, an additional $4,000 for postgraduate study. With tonight's winners, there will be 42 Ethel Pearson Mistell scholars in total. 14 are either in grad school or have already received postgraduate degrees. At this time, please welcome former scholarship winners Megan Jankel, class of SHS class of 2010, and Hannah Elias, SHS class of 2016, for the presentation of these scholarships.
My name is Megan Jankel. Like Ms. Mistell said, I graduated in 2010. I was the first recipient of the scholarship. Dr. Mistell and his wife Rebecca couldn't be here today due to personal reasons, but I will say this scholarship is in honor of his mother. Dr. Mistell and Rebecca are outstanding people, and like I said, I graduated 14 years ago, and I call them my grandparents. They have been through every milestone I've been through, and so it's an honor to be here. Unfortunately, like they said, they couldn't be here. So Hannah is going to present the awards.
The recipients are Danielle Giseno and Abby Maskell.
This is the 34th year that the local firefighters union has sponsored a scholarship for graduating seniors. This award is named after Jack Dent, the former lieutenant of the Schroeder Fire Department. Mr. Dent retired from the department in 1996 after 31 years of service. He was instrumental in the development of this scholarship. After a careful review by the local firefighters union, 2 students have been selected to receive the $500 scholarship. The scholarship requirements are academic excellence and financial need. From the Firefighters Union and also our Schroeder High School Board of Education, please welcome Eric Hoffmeyer.
The firefighters are proud and honored to announce this year's winners, Elizabeth Abbott and Cindy Law.
In the summer of 2023, Dave Wallace approached the guidance office about starting a scholarship called the Scramble Excellence Scholarship. This scholarship is based on achievement. Consideration is given to students that have taken their education seriously and participated in activities that increase the likelihood that they will become a well-rounded and productive contributor to society. This year, there will be 2 $1,000 scholarships awarded. Please welcome Dave and Beth Wallace to present the first annual Scramble Excellence Scholarship.
The Scramble Excellence Scholarship was established to pay tribute to Schroeder's heritage and history, as well as to express our gratitude and support for the community that has supported us for over 5 decades. We chose a remarkable student who epitomizes the spirit of faithful community service and joyful engagement with others. With a heart full of compassion, hands eager to serve, this scholar has illuminated our community with their unwavering commitment. Their leadership shines bright, guiding others toward impactful change, while their involvement with extracurricular activities underscore their well-rounded excellence. It is with great excitement that we award not 1 but 2 1,000 scholarships to 2 outstanding individuals.
not only in recognition of their past achievements, but also as an investment in the bright future they are sure to create. It is our pleasure to award the Scramble Excellence Scholarship to Ophelia Orozco.
In the summer of 2022, Gary and Mary Jo Hilterbrand started a scholarship for students going to Illinois State University. Since education is very important to the Hilterbrand family, they wanted the scholarship to be for future teachers, speech pathologists, or school social workers. Here to present the second annual Hilterbrand Legacy Scholarship, worth $1,000, please welcome the Hilterbrands.
My husband Gary and I decided in 2023 to sponsor the Hilterbrand Legacy Scholarship that is given to a senior at Schroeder High School that will be attending Illinois State in the fall. There are 11 family members that have graduated from ISU, with one in attendance now. We are an ISU Legacy family. The recipient must declare a major in education, whether in preschool, elementary, secondary, speech pathology, special ed, social psychology, or a school social worker. We are happy to announce that Elizabeth Abbott is our recipient.
The Hunter Wolf Memorial Scholarship was established in 2017 to remember a lost friend, son, and classmate. Hunter's family and the class of 2018 Executive Council worked very hard to make this scholarship possible. Hunter was a friend to everyone, and he loved to be outside messing around on his truck or doing things in the auto shop. But most importantly, he loved to have fun and be with his friends. Hunter's passing had been a hardship for this community, and has left his everlasting impact on his classmates and many others. His mother decided to start this scholarship to honor him and give back to SHS students in his name. She has made this scholarship open to any high school senior without putting a restriction on who could apply, and hopes that this scholarship will help students succeed in the future, whether it is providing money to buy boots for a job or helping a student with their college tuition. Hunter was loved by many, and his everlasting legacy will live on through this scholarship. This year, there will be 8 scholarships, each worth $250. Here to present the 6th annual Hunter Wolf Memorial Scholarship, please welcome his mom, Nikki Rambo.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having us. We look forward to this night. It's absolutely amazing. I cannot believe the numbers just keep going up and up every year that we do this, so congratulations to everyone. We are giving away 8 scholarships. We have not told one child no, so that's what we pride ourselves on. Tonight, we will be giving scholarships to Maya Englert, Lucas Fraga, Josie Gurnie, Abby Griffin, Gavin Jacobs, Lexi Jensen, Alejandro Lopez, and Riley Paulson.
The Illinois Valley Hispanic Partnership Council is a nonprofit organization serving the Illinois Valley since 1998. Their mission is to increase Hispanic participation in higher education while promoting cultural sensitivity and diversity in the Illinois Valley. This year, Schroeder High School is fortunate to have a winner of their $500 scholarship. Please welcome Susan Burstinsky for the presentation of this award.
Hi, I'm Susan Brzezinski, a member of the Illinois Valley Hispanic Partnership Council. Today we are presenting a $500 scholarship to an excelling Hispanic high school student. Please join me in congratulating Ophelia Orozco, our 2023.
In the summer of 2008, Schroeder High School lost a legendary figure with the passing of Mr. Jack Stevens. Mr. Stevens was a teacher, coach, mentor, and friend to many students and faculty members of this community. Mr. Stevens' wife, Opal, was also a highly respected teacher at SHS for many years before her passing. The Stevens family has established this scholarship to honor Jack and Opal Stevens and their careers at this high school. In honor of Mr. and Mrs. Stevens' love of sports and the fine arts, the recipient of this award must have been active in one or both of these activities, as well as being a good student. Through the generous donations of family and friends, we are honored to give the 14th annual scholarship for $1,000. Please welcome the Stevens children, Jack and Jama, along with their spouses, for the presentation of this award.
I'm flying solo tonight, but in honor of my parents, it's always a wonderful night to come back to Schroeder High School. And as a graduate of Schroeder High School, I have to tell you that I'm really, really proud when you hear that kind of number for kids to go to school. The educator in me says, this is amazing. So thank you to everyone who makes this happen, parents, faculty members, administrators, all of you working together for this community. It is my honor to present the Jack and Opal Stevens Memorial Scholarship to Abby Maskell.
John G. Sorensen, also known as Jack, was a local pharmacist who owned and operated Thrifty Drugs from 1978 to 2006. He grew up in Chicago, where he attended Tilden High School. After graduating from the St. Louis College of Pharmacy, he moved to Schroeder in 1973. He worked for St. Mary's Hospital prior to owning his own pharmacy. Mr. Sorensen was a loving husband, father, and grandfather to his wife, 3 children, and 8 grandchildren. He was also a member of St. Michael's Church, the Knights of Columbus, the Schroeder YMCA, and the Kappa Psi Pharmacy Fraternity. After his death in November of 2020, his family established this $1,000 scholarship to be awarded to students who are entering a medical profession, with the priority to students entering pharmacy. In the event of no students in pharmacy, students from other medical professions such as nursing, physical therapy, etc. may be selected. This year, the family will be giving 2 scholarships. Please welcome Mr. Sorensen's wife, Jean, and his daughter, Kathleen Parr, and her husband, Jim, to present the 4th annual John G. Sorensen Memorial Scholarship.
The first recipient is Ileana Gomez.
The second recipient is Coraline.
John R. Solen was a local farmer and former school board member who graduated from SHS in 1937. Katherine L., better known as Kitty Lou, is a 1941 graduate of SHS. Together, Mr. and Mrs. Solen raised 10 children on their family farm, 5 miles west of Schroeder. The farm has been owned by the Solen family for 174 years. All 10 of the Solen children are SHS graduates. The Solens are strong believers in education, as evident by Mr. Solen's tenure as board member. Also, all 10 children have advanced education past high school and children with college degrees. The encouragement from Mr. and Mrs. Solen was, do whatever you want, but be the best at what you do. This scholarship recognizes students attending community college or technical school. The winner of this scholarship will receive $1,500 and also receive another $1,500 for their second year of college, provided that they earn a minimum of 30 college credit hours in their first year. Here to present the John R. and Katherine L. Solen Scholarship, please welcome their granddaughter Teresa Solen Wargo, sons Everett and Bart, and the matriarch of the family, Kitty Lou.
Good evening. As members of the John and Katherine Solen family, we proudly stand up here with the lady behind the scholarship, my grandmother, who will actually be turning 101 on the 17th. Year after year, we continue to celebrate their enduring legacy by choosing a recipient that embodies the values that they cherish: hard work, determination, education, and community involvement. We believe this year's recipient embodies all of that and more. Her dedication to her studies, after-school employment, as well as the initiative shown in starting her own business, M's Design Co., and the genuine desire to make a difference, makes her an excellent candidate for this year's scholarship. This year's recipient is Emma Reynolds.
Dave Gurnie was the longtime Kiwanis advisor to the Schroeder Key Club. He was born and raised in Schroeder, graduating from SHS in 1942. Mr. Gurnie was a local business owner who loved Schroeder and Key Club very much. After many hours of hard work and fundraising, Mr. Gurnie established these $1,000 scholarships, which are given to outstanding Key Club members from the Schroeder and Woodland clubs. Along with this scholarship, the Schroeder Kiwanis Club also sponsors a character award for deserving seniors. This award is given to one student from Schroeder High School each year who displays the virtues of dedication, responsibility, respect, cooperation, and perseverance. Here to present the 15th Annual Dave Gurnie Scholarship and the 29th Annual Kiwanis Character Award is once again Teresa Solen.
The Dave Gurnie Memorial Scholarship is offered annually to graduates of Woodland and Schroeder High School. Applicants must have been a member of Key Club for 2 years and planning to attend either a 2- or 4-year college or vocational school. Applicants are asked to write an essay describing a Key Club project and the impact that it had on them. The Scholarship Committee of the Schroeder Kiwanis Club will pick up to 2 recipients from each school for this $1,000 per student scholarship. This year's recipients for the Dave Gurnie Memorial Scholarship is Haley Derision and Abby Maskell. And this year's character award is presented to Ophelio Orozco.
The Streeter Lions Club sponsors many community projects, including a yearly scholarship for a student who has excelled in one of our career tech areas during their career at SHS. This award, in the amount of $5,000, is selected by the members of our Career and Tech Ed department. Here to present this scholarship, please welcome former SHS teacher Jerry Vandemark and Lions Club treasurer Mickey Pasha.
The Streeter Lions Club was started in our community in 1953, but the idea of Lions Club started back in 1917 by an organization called Lions Club International. And in 2017, it had its 100th anniversary. And as part of that, it encouraged all the Lions Clubs in the United States and throughout the world to do something called the Legacy Project. And our club, now after 7 years, we finally finished our Legacy Project, which is a handicapped fishing dock at Rolla Park, which is to be constructed, part of it is already done, but the rest is going to be done this summer. And thanks to the efforts of our club, the City of Streeter, and a local financial institution, we've been able to do that. So thank you, everyone, for your help in making that achievable. Our motto is, we serve, and in that spirit, we are awarding our scholarship to Lily Cupid.
Lynn Solen was a 1968 graduate of SHS. She passed away in 1993 from complications of diabetes. Sorry, my daughters are going to correct me on that. After her death, her husband Bart Solen created the Lynn Solen Foundation in her memory. Applicants for this scholarship must be attending college and have a physical or learning disability. This year we have 2 scholarship winners from SHS, and each will get $1,500. Please welcome Bart Solen and SHS Class of 14 alumnus Molly McClellan for the presentation of these awards.
It's our pleasure to support the Streeter High School graduates as they pursue their post-secondary education. In addition to tonight's winners, we have currently have 3 other active recipients who are in various stages of their college education. And also, I just wanted to echo what's already been said tonight. I'm not from here anymore, but I'm here all the time, and the support that this community gives is amazing in that I'm aware of a lot of other communities that are much larger and probably people would consider more economically prosperous, and they don't even come close to what the generosity of this community. So thanks to everyone, and then congratulations to all the winners. Our foundation is pleased to have Molly Benner, who was a former recipient of our scholarship program, to be on our scholarship committee. Molly, as you know, or some of you may know, is a teacher in the area, and so we're glad to have her here. Her job is to announce the winners. Molly?
Congratulations to our 2 winners, Madeline Wonders and Landon Muntz.
Mary Katherine Ritter was the longtime secretary of the Schroeder High School Guidance Office and a member of the SHS class of 1940. Mrs. Ritter worked for the district for 22 years. In the fall of 2008, the Ritter family established this scholarship in her honor. Considerations for this scholarship are class standing, financial need, test scores, attendance records, and volunteer activities outside of the school environment. This year, we are privileged to give a $1,200 scholarship in Mrs. Ritter's honor, here to present the 17th annual Mary Katherine Ritter Scholarship. Please welcome school counselor intern Robbie Fox.
Okay, and this year's winner is Kaylee Zarizhan.
Mylan Arthur Berrickman graduated from SHS in 1951. He always had a great affection for the friends he made while growing up in Schroeder, a few of whom remained lifelong friends. Mr. Berrickman went on to study geology at Southern Illinois University, Carbondale, and received his master's degree in oceanography from Florida State University. In his work for the U.S. Naval Office, he traveled the world, charting the ocean depths and doing classified research in support of U.S. national security. We honor his sharp mind, love of detail, passion for science, and curiosity about the natural world by awarding the Mylan Arthur Berrickman Memorial Scholarship to a student who shares these gifts. This is the 12th annual Mylan Arthur Berrickman Memorial Scholarship, and it's worth $1,000. To present this scholarship, please welcome family members Beverly and Michael Mason.
Good evening. We have written a whole speech about our recipient, but instead we put it in an envelope for her to keep things brief. Our recipient's sharp mind is reflected in her utterly compelling and beautifully written essay. Her love of detail shows in the way her interest and joy around science permeates every aspect of her life and the very concrete goals she has set for herself. Please join us in congratulating Bridget McGurk as well deserving of this.
PEO is a philanthropic organization that promotes educational opportunities for women. This year, the CM chapter of PEO is presenting a $500 scholarship. Please welcome CEO member, it should be PEO member, I'm sure she's a CEO in her own household, and former SHS teacher Joy Ahern for the presentation of this scholarship.
President of our Chapter CM for PEO. Will Abigail Griffin please come forward? Abigail is planning her major area of study as health sciences at Butler University, and her career goal is to become a pediatric oncologist. So as president of PEO, Chapter CM, I am pleased to present this $500 scholarship to Abigail.
Another chapter of PEO in the Schroeder area is called the IC chapter. This year, the IC chapter will be presenting two $500 scholarships. Please welcome Berta Richards for the presentation of these scholarships.
Good evening. I just wanted to say I
graduated from Streeter High School in 1979, we were 45 years ago. We didn't have anything like this back then, so I know several have said it, but this is just wonderful, and Streeter should be very proud of themselves for this new tradition. So I do have 2 scholarships to give on behalf of Chapter IC PEO, and the first one is for Lexi Jensen. And our second one is for Lily Kupek.
In the spring of 2013, Julie Ramza contacted the school about starting a scholarship for students who are pursuing a college degree in math or science. Consideration is also given to grade point average and financial need. This year, we are pleased to present 2 scholarships of $1,000. These scholarships are renewable for all 4 years, provided the student maintains a 3.0 GPA and a math or science major. So in essence, these 2 awards are worth $4,000. Here to present the 10th annual Ramza Fester Math and Science Scholarships, please welcome Julie Ramza and Pat Fester.
I'm Julie, and I have to go along with people that say, you know, we got a lot of applicants, the quality was excellent, it was very difficult to choose. So we chose 2, and I'm not going to tell you which one, who chose which one. The first one you're very familiar with from tonight. She's been up here a number of times. She wants to go to IVCC and be a veterinarian. And she does work at the veterinary clinic, I found out. And she also has a passion for the food pantry, which is near and dear to our hearts here in Streeter. So I'd like to give our first award to Sydney Long. The second award we decided on, she also was the Student of the Month in Chemistry and Biology, which is right up my alley. She wants to go to the University of Iowa, which is really up my alley. I'm a graduate. And she was also a good cheerleader, I hear. So I'd like to give that award to Gabriela Arevalo.
The Red and White Booster Club supports the athletic programs and athletes at SHS in many ways. This year, the Red and White Booster Club is providing 4 scholarships of $500. The application for this scholarship requires a list of sports clubs and activities in which the student was involved, including the number of years involved in each sport club or activity, leadership positions held in each sport club and activity, awards, records, notable accomplishments in each, and a 500-plus word essay that tells how the sport, club, or activity positively affected or changed their life. Here to present the Red and White Scholarships, please welcome Booster Club member Dana Stillwell.
On behalf of the Red and White Booster Club, I'm pleased to announce we have 2 female and 2 male recipients this year. Our first one is Abigail Gribben. Next, we have Lily Kupek. We have Alexander Gonzalez.
Landon Muntz was the other one. Richard Moose Connor was the mayor of Schroeder for 4 years and on the city council for a total of 28 years. He was a 1947 graduate of Schroeder High School and held many different jobs in the community afterward, including being a teamster, milkman, law researcher, and iron worker. Mr. Connor also served in the Navy. His wife Jane raised 7 children while working as a beautician in the area, and she also sold Avon for many years. In memory of Mr. and Mrs. Connor's life and devotion to Schroeder, the family has established this scholarship in their name. Each year, one student from SHS will receive $1,000 from this scholarship fund. Here to present the 13th annual Richard Moose and Jane Connor Scholarship, please welcome the Connor son, David.
I'm pleased to be here tonight to award this scholarship in memory of my mother and father, and tonight's recipient is Lily Cupid.
In January of 1998, the Schroeder community was saddened by the death of Ron Uhas. Ron, along with his brother Rick, managed and operated Dick's Floor Covering. Ron was very active in the community and coached youth football for many years. He was also a very accomplished golfer and winner of the city tournament. After his death, friends organized a scholarship in his honor called the Ronald J. Uhas Memorial Scholarship. A committee established by the Uhas family selects the recipient. The committee set up the following criteria. The recipient must be a member of the Schroeder High School golf team, demonstrate respect for the rules of golf and tradition of the game, demonstrate academic ability and willingness to learn, and make significant contributions to the school and community. Here to present the 26th annual Ron Uhas Memorial Scholarship worth $2,000, please welcome Mr. Uhas' son, Alec.
Thank you. First, I have to say I'm really proud and honored to be here tonight to honor my dad. He passed away when I was 11 years old, and it's kind of surreal to think that this scholarship is 26 years. Is that what it was? It's kind of amazing. So it really means a lot to me and my family to have this honor his name and kind of keep his name alive in this community. So without further ado, I will announce the recipient of the $2,000 scholarship in my dad's name to Cole Park.
The SHS Federation of Teachers proudly sponsors a scholarship for students entering a career in teaching or research. Through the generous contributions of the Teachers Union, we are proud to be able to present a $500 scholarship again this year. Here to present the 2024 Schroeder Federation of Teachers Scholarship, please welcome school counselor Kaylee Hahn.
This year's award goes to Elizabeth Abbott.
For the 7th year in a row, the Schroeder Community Credit Union is proud to present 2 $600 scholarships based on community service, leadership, and financial need. Here to present these scholarships, please welcome Julie Ohms and Betsy Ryan.
Our first recipient is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, and FFA. She has also received an all-academic award for cross-country and track. She is planning on attending IDCC to study criminology. Congratulations to Caitlin Monahan. recipient has been involved in band, the math team, and Scholastic Bowl, among numerous other activities. She plans on attending Illinois Wesleyan to major in mathematics. Congratulations to Danielle DeCento.
The Schroeder Leading Lady Scholarship is for female students going to college full-time. Applicants should display leadership capabilities and dedication to community service. This year, the Leading Ladies will present a $500 scholarship. Here to present the 14th annual Schroeder Leading Lady Scholarship is once again Donna Stone.
Carolyn Erler. She's our treasurer. The Schroeder Leading Ladies is a philanthropic organization dedicated to the enrichment of women and the pursuit of their activities. We give several scholarships, and we are thrilled to present this year's, and by the way, it's a $600 scholarship. We were able to raise it this year, to Abby Maskell. I have to say I'm a little prejudicial here. I've known Abby since she started in drama with the what? My mind just went. It's hell getting old. Anyway, she helped with the Annie program with Disadvantaged, the Penguin Project. Thank you. And she's since done a lot of drama, which I love. Thank you, Abby.
Chartered on October 6, 1868 by the Grand Lodge of Illinois, the Schroeder Masonic Lodge is one of the oldest service organizations in our community. The Schroeder Masons have named this scholarship after one of their greatest members, Wayne R. Beal. Mr. Beal dedicated his days to building a better community and to building a better self. This scholarship is worth $1,000 and is based on GPA and financial need. This year we have two $1,000 award winners, one for someone going into the trades and the other one for any major. Here to present the 5th annual Schroeder Masonic Lodge Wayne Beal Scholarship, please welcome Jeff Armour.
Just want to say thank you guys all again for coming out, and congratulations to all the students. I've been where you are, we all have, and it's an exciting road ahead of you. And let me tell you, the world is full of possibilities, and this is where it all starts. Dwayne R. Beal, he represented a lot of different things to us, which as Masons we are about self-improvement, community service, and charity. And he was actually the one that initiated and tried to get this scholarship started. Originally, it was only $500 to each of the schools, both Woodland and Schroeder. And we have since upped that. We are now at $4,000, which is $1,000 each, 2 going here and 2 going to also Woodland High School. By the way, this is brother Steve Ferrari, and we have some other brothers over there, and I'm actually honored to be the worshipful master, which is just basically like president of the lodge, but it's a little fancier title. But without further ado, Alec, Darrell, and Lexi Jensen.
21st year in a row, Streeter Oni's Credit Union has sponsored a scholarship for seniors in the area. Students who have an account at SOCU and submit an application are eligible for this scholarship. SOCU has selected 2 seniors at Streeter High School to each receive a $1,000 scholarship. Please welcome George Harcharek for the presentation of these awards.
She is our branch manager of our North Point facility, and we are proud to present to Regan Galuba a $1,000 scholarship. And we also have our employee and board member scholarship that we would like to present to Brendan Christensen.
The Streeter Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition was formed after the tragic overdose of a local young man who was deeply loved by those around him. While the coalition has been disbanded, one of the programs they started is going strong here at Streeter High School. This program is called Snowball. Members of Snowball participate in activities that promote leadership, healthy choices, and the creation of better communities. Through the hard work of the coalition and the generosity of the Streeter community, there will be 2 $1,000 scholarships presented to members of Snowball. Here to present these awards is Snowball Advisor and SHS teacher, Tiffany Park.
As Mrs. Lotshaw said, the coalition was founded by John and Amy Washko, and under their mentorship, I've been able to help in growing Operation Snowball with the assistance especially of these 2 individuals chosen tonight who have been with the program since their freshman year, who come to me with ideas, and who truly live the mission of a healthy lifestyle in avoiding drugs, alcohol, and promoting that among their peers as well. The recipients tonight are Abby Maskell and Zaira Webb.
Each year, the Streeter Youth Soccer Association gives scholarships to deserving student athletes. Applicants for this award must play high school soccer and be a former participant in Streeter Youth Soccer. This year, the association will award 2 $250 scholarships. Here to present the 12th annual Streeter Youth Soccer Association scholarships, please welcome Ashley Raza.
Tonight, we would like to present to 2 people who we think are very deserving of this scholarship. So could I please have Ophelio Orozco and Maiden Muntz please come back.
Ryan Arpels was a 1968 graduate of Streeter High School. After schooling at Cotty College and Illinois State University, she became a teacher at Grand Ridge Grade School. She was a loving wife, mother, and grandmother who attended Park Presbyterian Church and was a member of the chapter IC of PEO, Streeter Book Club, and Retired Teachers Association. In her memory, this scholarship is for students who have been involved in music, art, or theater. Please welcome her husband, Rick, for the presentation of the first annual Sue Ryan Arpels Memorial Scholarship.
Hey, I first approached Mr. Britt a year ago about setting up this scholarship. And then we did that, and then it was was going to only give one a year. And then this spring he called and he said, we have the applications. Do you want us to pick one, or do you want to pick one? I thought, well, how hard can it be? So to me, turns out it's pretty damn hard. So instead of one, we'll give 3, which is a credit to the students and the faculty of the school. And the first one would be, many of you know him as Percy Jackson, but Lucas Sparks. Also, Reagan Galuba. And Alexander Mahan.
Former SHS Superintendent Dr. William Mattingly has established the Service Leadership Award for the great student leaders of Schroeder High School. The winner of this award must show leadership throughout their 4 years of high school, with particular emphasis on student council and other service organizations. In honor of this alma mater, students attending Illinois College will be given preference for this award. But if there are no attendees of Illinois College, then other students will be considered. This scholarship is worth $500. Please welcome Dr. Mattingly for the presentation of the 4th Annual Superintendent Servant Leadership Award.
For a 4-year display of outstanding leadership aptitude, the winner of the Servant Leadership Award is Lily Kupek. Lily.
Has been a part of music education in Schroeder for over 50 years. He graduated from SHS in 1954, and along with serving in the National Guard, he went to college at ISU and U of I. After getting his master's degree, he came back to his hometown to teach music. He taught at Schroeder Elementary and Schroeder High School, and to this day, he still works with our SHS band as a guest teacher. In honor of Mr. Rice, this $500 scholarship from the Band Boosters is for students who have been involved with band and/or chorus, with preference given to students who have done both. Mr. Rice is with us this evening. Please give him a round of applause for his dedication to the students. And here to present the 1st Annual Tom Rice Memorial Scholarship, please welcome SHS Band Director Wyatt Boneson.
I'd like to invite Mr. Tom Rice on stage while I present this scholarship. Hello, the Tom Rice Music Scholarship is for students who wish to pursue a career in music education, as well as for students who show exponential leadership potential in the art of music. As the music director at our esteemed institution, I could not be more honored to follow in the footsteps of a truly remarkable individual like Mr. Tom Rice. Tom has been a member of the music community here at Schroeder for so many years and continues to teach whenever possible. This scholarship makes its debut this school year, and the Band Booster program and myself cannot wait to see so many other students receive such a gift. With that being said, the first recipient of the Tom Rice Music Scholarship is Elizabeth Abbott.
The objective of the Zacher Scholarship is to promote higher education and careers. To gain consideration for the scholarship, applicants must have declared an interest in higher education, focusing on engineering, accounting, finance, human resources, business, or a technical field. To qualify for the scholarship, a student must have a minimum 3.0 GPA. This year, Vactor is once again sponsoring 2 $500 scholarships. Here to present the 12th annual Vactor Scholarship, please welcome Katie Muntz.
I'm honored tonight to present the Vactor Scholarships. The first one will go to the individual student who earned the Technical Trade Scholarship, and that's Alejandro Lopez for welding. Our second scholarship is a student studying engineering, and I'm happy to present this to Aiden Stevens.
On November 24th, 2015, Dr. William Ealing passed away. A doctor in the community for many years, he was also a great husband, father, and grandfather. Dr. Ealing graduated from the University of Illinois School of Medicine in 1954 and served as a physician in the United States Navy. After his discharge, he established a family practice in Schroeder, where he skillfully cared for friends and neighbors for 42 years. He also served on the St. Mary's Hospital Board for 12 years and was a member of Rotary, the Elks, and Park Presbyterian Church. He was also an avid golfer. Applicants for this award must have a 3.0 grade point average to apply. This year, we are privileged to have 3 winners of this award who will each get $1,000 from the Ealing family. Please welcome Barb Ealing for the presentation of the 9th Annual Scholarship.
Represent our family and award the William Ealing Scholarship. Our first recipient became interested in her attended field after having many hospital visits and tests when she was young. She became interested in how the body works after a doctor showed her an x-ray and explained what she was seeing. Her goal is to one day be that person who helps families understand results and give comforting help like she received. Attending IVCC, majoring in nursing with a BSN, our first scholarship goes to Claire Durden. Our next recipient has grown up in a family of healthcare workers. He credits his mother, who is a nurse, for instilling the work ethic needed to achieve anything he puts his mind to. With the goal of completing a BS of nursing and completing a master's in nursing, this recipient has set his sights on becoming a nurse practitioner in a hospital's intensive care unit and/or emergency room. Attending St. Ambrose College, the next scholarship goes to Colin Jeffries. Our final recipient has always liked helping people. She has experienced firsthand the care of amazing doctors and nurses and has seen from her brother, who is a CNA, how rewarding it is to work with the elderly. These experiences solidified her desire to continue helping others. She has completed her CNA and works as a unit assistant in a nursing home, doing the work she loves. Her immediate goal is to attend ISU to become a registered nurse working in obstetrics and gynecology. Her long-term goal is to possibly continue her education and become a nurse practitioner. Our final scholarship goes to Ileana Gomez.
William Bill Zadkovich passed away in a motorcycle accident in 2013. He was a 1990 graduate of SHS and a loving father and husband to his wife and children. He enjoyed his motorcycle and being on the open road. He was also a very creative person, and in his memory, his wife Andrea set up a scholarship for students with a 3.0 GPA who were required to write an essay about overcoming adversity. This year, we have 3 winners of the scholarship, each in the amount of $1,000. Please welcome Andrea Zankovich-Blakemore, Lindsay Paul, and James Peterson for the presentation of the 8th Annual William M. Zankovich Memorial Scholarship.
It is both an honor and a privilege for the members of the William Zankovich Junior Committee to present the following 3 recipients with the $1,000 scholarship. Our first recipient, Elizabeth Abbott. Our second recipient, Abigail Gribben. And our third and final recipient, Abby Maskell.
We're going to transition here for a moment. A big thanks to all of the scholarship presenters with us this evening. At this time, I'm going to go off stage, and Mr. Bryn's going to take over to present more local scholarships.
All right, we got a lot more money to give, so I'm ready to roll. Got my J's on, a lot of money with me, so let's do it. All right. Later in the program, you will hear about a scholarship started by Beverly Hogue in the name of her sister, Karen Barnwell. In April of 2011, Mrs. Hogue passed away, leaving a substantial trust for a scholarship in her own name. Ms. Hogue was a 1954 graduate of SHS and worked for many years at Owens in the records and accounting departments. She was an avid sports fan, especially of U of I football and the Chicago White Sox. In her will, she set aside 2 scholarships of $1,000 per year to be given to 1 male and 1 female student. It is my pleasure to present the 13th Annual Beverly Hogue Memorial Scholarship to Sophia Pence and Noah Gerard. The SHS Business Department teaches students important skills to be successful in the future. In addition to classes, the Business Department also sponsors the CEO program and the Work program. This year, an anonymous donor in the business area has donated 2 scholarships for future business leaders. One scholarship is worth $250 and the other is worth $500. I am pleased to award the 2nd Annual Bulldog Business Leader Scholarship to Emma Reynolds for $250 and Lily Cupac. In 1931, the Carrie C. Barr Trust was established with the Harris Bank in Chicago. This trust has generated a very large amount of money for graduates of Schroeder High School over the years. This year alone, the Barr Trust will be awarding $18,000 to current and former SHS students. The requirements of the Barr Scholarship are financial need, academic excellence, citizenship and character, seriousness of purpose. This year's winners will receive $1,000 each for all 4 years of college, totaling $4,000 if they keep at least a 3.0 GPA. The following students have been selected as Barr Scholarship recipients for 2024. Gracie Drysdale. Devin Elias. Maya Engler. Jordan Washington, and Maddie Wonders. Under the leadership of Jim Mohan, the class of 1965 has generously worked together to support 7 $1,000 scholarships in honor of their class. Criteria for this scholarship include 3.0 GPA, achievement, personal character and contributions inside and outside the classroom. On behalf of the class of 1965, the local scholarship committee has picked the following students for their 9th annual scholarship. Mina James. Sophia Pence. Kirsten Peterson. Isabella Wood. Brendan Christensen. Kate Peterson. And Zach Schultz. Bob Deacon from the class of 1964 has been involved in the next 6 scholarship programs. Through his generosity and leadership, Mr. Deacon has created the class of 1964 scholarship, scholarships for future nurses and welders, scholarships in honor of his brother Paul and former exchange student Pernell Ulegard, and then another scholarship in honor of James Underwood. The class of 1964 scholarship is awarded to students on the basis of achievement and financial need. The 9th annual class of 1964 scholarship worth $2,000 goes to 2 students, Maya Englert and Landon Ross. The Deacon Nursing and Welding Scholarship recognized the importance and need for vocational careers. This year we have 3 winners of the Nursing Scholarship and 2 winners of the Welding Scholarship. The winners of the Nursing Scholarship worth $3,000 are Claire Durden, Eliana Gomez, and Miriam Gonzalez. The Welding Scholarships worth $1,000 are Alejandra Lopez and Joe Mindeman. While they're getting their picture taken, I got another little gift to give them. Hold on real quick. All right, so Mr. Deacon graciously got them all the equipment they need to start their welding careers. They've got a helmet, they've got a hat, they've got a jacket, they've got gloves, they've even got a little one of these chip hammers. So. Of course, we know that Schroeder has the best welding program in the whole area. So. Oops, the chip hammer dropped. All right, Paul E. Deacon was the youngest son of Charles and Lorraine Deacon and brother of Bob and Doug. Since Paul was born with a handicapping condition, the Deacon family established a scholarship trust after his death for a student entering the field of education or social work. The winner of the 19th annual Paul E. Deacon Memorial Scholarship for $2,000 is Ashlyn Yacob. Pernille Willard was a foreign exchange student at SHS in the 1980s. She was from Denmark. To honor her life and involvement in foreign travel, the winner of this scholarship is either someone who will be studying a foreign language in college or someone who took 4 years of foreign language while in high school. The 14th annual Pernille Willard Scholarship, worth $1,000, goes to Abby Griffin. The James Underwood Fine Arts and English Scholarship was set up by former SHS teacher Martha Underwood in honor of her dad for students pursuing a career in fine arts, English, or a related field. The winners of this award will get $500 or $1,000, and they can reapply for the scholarship in future years. Winning $500 are Lucas Braga and Megan Stewart. And winning $1,000 are Reagan Galuba, Abby Maskell, and Kirsten Peterson. Dominic Selbody was a member of the SHS class of 1994 and a player on our football team. After graduating from SHS, he went on to college at Augustana, where he also played football. From there, he attended the John Marshall College of Law in Chicago. On June 4, 2008, Mr. Selbody passed away after a courageous battle with cancer. His family and friends have set up this scholarship in his memory, given to a student with at least a 3.0 GPA. The scholarship is worth $500. On behalf of Dawn Selbody and the entire family, it is my honor to present the winner of the 18th annual Dominic Selbody and Friends of Dominic Scholarship to Ashlyn Yacob. Each year, the local Elks Club sponsors the Most Valuable Student Scholarship. This year, SHS has 2 winners of the scholarship, each worth $300. On behalf of the Schroeder Elks Lodge, it's my privilege to award these scholarships to Lily Kupek and Abby Maskell. I would like to point out that the local winners go on to the state competition, and we're very pleased to announce that Abby Maskell won a $4,000 scholarship with the State Elks Scholarship Program. So another congratulations to Abby Maskell. Fred and Jean Beck raised 8 children, all of whom went to SHS between 1970 and 1982. Mr. Beck worked at ComEd for over 40 years, and Mrs. Beck ran a nursery school and taught at Oakland Park and Centennial. The family was strongly connected to St. Mary's Church. Mr. and Mrs. Beck were married for 54 years. To honor their parents, the Beck children have developed this scholarship. The award is given annually to 2 well-rounded students. This year, the Beck family will be presenting 2 scholarships of $2,500. On behalf of the Beck family, it is my honor to present the 11th annual Fred and Jean Beck Memorial Scholarship to Christian Gill and Michael Greer. Jean Puig Bednar graduated from Schroeder High School in 1952. After high school, Mr. Bednar joined the Marine Corps and served our country in the Korean War. In 2009, he returned to Korea, where he was awarded the Ambassador of Freedom Medal. Mr. Bednar spent most of his life as a printer, working for Sigma Press Image Print, and as the manager of the print shop at St. Mary's Hospital. He was well known in the community for a volunteer at Schroeder Youth Baseball, Schroeder Youth Football, Lazy Acres Fishing Club, Light of Schroeder, American Legion, AMVETS number 120, and the Schroeder Elks Club. He was also inducted into the SHS Athletic Hall of Fame. To honor their father in his amazing life, his children, Greg, Kirk, and Allison, have set up this $1,500 scholarship. Applicants must be members of the SHS football team who have taken part in community service activities. Special consideration is given to those who have participated in Schroeder Youth Football. On behalf of the Bednar family, it is my pleasure to award the 6th Annual Gene Bednar Memorial Scholarship to Colin Jeffries. Bert William Greener was a Schroeder resident who owned a ranch and land in Wyoming. After his death in 1981, Schroeder High School was left a small sum of money through his will. The interest from this money is to be used for scholarship purposes for students attending college and planning to major in fine arts such as art, music, drama, etc. The recipient of the 2024 Greener Estate Scholarship for $500 is Kirsten Pearson. Gurnie was a longtime industrial technology teacher at Schroeder High School. After he passed away, his children set up this scholarship in his name for students entering a field of technology. On behalf of the family, the 5th Annual Herb Gurnie Memorial Scholarship worth $100 goes to Leighton Finney. In the fall of 2015, under the leadership of Dr. Cellabolo, medical staff from HSHS St. Mary's Hospital made a sizable donation to the SHS Foundation to start a scholarship for SHS students pursuing a career in the medical fields. Of the applicants, the top 2 students based on grade point average get a scholarship. This year, the second highest GPA will get $750 and the highest GPA will get $1,000. The winners of the 9th Annual HSHS St. Mary's Medical Staff Scholarship are, for $750, Abby Gribbon, and for $1,000, Ophelia Orozco. Jack and Betty Moore are both graduates of SHS and lived in Schroeder their entire lives. Mr. Moore worked at Owens and Mrs. Moore owned Tot and Teen Children's Clothing Store for many years and then worked at Esther Kirk's clothing store until she retired. The Moores did not go to college but were insistent that their children go to college. The Moores traveled to all their children's swim meets, baseball games, football, and basketball games, and encouraged them to excel in the classroom. Both Mary Beth and Randy graduated from Northwestern and both hold master's degrees. Mary Beth was a college swimmer, and Randy was elected to the SHS Athletic Hall of Fame. These scholarships are in memory of Mr. and Mrs. Moore and their love for the city of Schroeder, for Schroeder High School, and for academic and athletic excellence. The winners of this scholarship are selected on the basis of involvement in sports and GPA, with the highest GPA for a male athlete and a female athlete each getting $500. The winners of the 6th Annual Jack and Betty Moore Scholarship are Ophelia Orozco and Kate Peterson. In 2009, SHS staff member Rob Beck approached the guidance office about setting up a scholarship in his mother's memory. Joni Beck worked as an office manager and was a huge advocate for her children's education. The Beck family has been very generous in establishing this scholarship fund, and each year they present a scholarship to a deserving student. On behalf of the Beck family, it's my pleasure to present the Joni Beck Memorial Scholarship for $500 to Ileana Gomez. In 1970, Walter and Nellie Immel donated a substantial sum of money to start a scholarship in memory of their daughter, June. The scholarship, worth $500, is for students pursuing a nursing career. It is my pleasure to award the 2024 June Immel Memorial Scholarship to Miriam Gonzalez. In the summer of 1996, the Schroeder High School Guidance Department was approached by Beverly Hogue, who wanted to establish a scholarship in memory of her sister, Karen Hogue Barnwell. Karen was a 1962 graduate of Schroeder Township High School. She was a business student here and worked as a secretary for most of her life. She enjoyed traveling and volunteer work. She was a widow and died of cancer at the age of 52. Each year, we are privileged to give 2 annual scholarships of $1,000 to 1 female and 1 male. Recipients must have a 3.0 GPA. The 2 recipients of the 27th Annual Karen Barnwell Memorial Scholarship are Ophelia Orozco and Colin Jeffries. The Kathleen Kincaid Memorial Scholarship is presented annually to a track or cross-country athlete in honor of one of the greatest parents to ever support the athletic programs at Schroeder High School. Mrs. Kincaid was an outstanding supporter of the Schroeder High School cross-country and track teams. Mr. and Mrs. Kincaid had 3 students run for SHS, one of whom still owns the school record in the 1600. To be selected for this award, students must be current or former members of the cross-country or track programs. This year, we will be giving 2 scholarships of $250. The funds for these scholarships were raised during a cross-country fundraiser in August at the Bullpen Restaurant. Special thanks to Brian and Jalen Mitz for their assistance at this event. The winners of the 2024 Kathleen Kincaid Scholarship are Claire Durden and Colin Jeffries. Claire, don't go too far either. All right, Catherine Dose Memorial Scholarship. Catherine Dose was a longtime CNA at St. Mary's Hospital. All 5 of her daughters went on to become registered nurses, and she had over 20 grandchildren attend Schroeder High School, with 4 of them going on to become RNs. Mrs. Dose's family has set up a scholarship for future nurses or CNAs. This year, there were some outstanding applications. The family has picked someone who will be studying nursing in Mrs. Dose's honor. On behalf of the scholarship coordinator, Verge Black, it's my honor to present the 9th Annual Catherine Dose Memorial Scholarship for $1,000 to Claire Durden. Keith Spaniel graduated from Cornell High School in 1959. He was a welder at Anthony Company in Vactor for many years, and he also delivered newspapers, mowed grass at St. Anthony Cemetery, and ran his own lawnmower repair business. He was also an avid parishioner at St. Michael's Church. To honor his life and career, his family set up this scholarship in his memory. 2 students entering the field of welding will each win a $250 scholarship. On behalf of his daughter, Chris Phyllis, and the entire family, it's my honor to present the 2nd annual Keith Spaniel Memorial Scholarship to Alejandro Lopez and Joe Mindeman. I thought they might wear their welding jackets up or something. Larry Lamson graduated from SHS in 1954 and went on to become a successful businessman in California. He earned a college degree in business from NIU, and he served our country in the U.S. Army. He was inducted into the Worthy Hall of Fame in 2016 and will be remembered as a very generous donor to the Schroeder area, as he has donated money to Schroeder High School, the YMCA, the Schroeder Historical Society, and like I said, Schroeder High School and our foundation. In January of 2023, Mr. Lamson passed away after a lengthy battle with Parkinson's disease. For the 20th year in a row, we present the Larry T. Lamson Scholarships. Mr. Lamson was a very patriotic man, and his scholarship requires students to write an inspirational essay about a military veteran. The essay must be between 500 and 1,000 words in length and is judged by the SHS Scholarship Committee. We will give out 4 Lamson scholarships this evening, ranging from $1,500 to $3,000. This year's winners are $1,500 to a person who wrote an essay about her mom who served in the Navy, Katie Monahan. $2,000 to a student who wrote an essay about her dad who served in the Navy, Hadley Richardson. To a student who wrote an essay about her dad who served in the Army, $2,500 to Danielle Stern. And winning $3,000 and writing an essay about her soccer coach who served in the National Guard, Bridget McGurk. Matthew Olson graduated from SHS in January of 2019 and passed away a short time later. Matthew loved hunting, fishing, and welding. In his memory, his family would like to give this $500 scholarship to a student entering the field of welding. The winner of the 5th annual Matthew Olson Memorial Scholarship is Alexis Walkman. Michael Ragusa, SHS class of 1967, passed away on September 27, 2016 after a courageous battle with a long-term illness related to Agent Orange exposure. After graduating from high school, Mr. Ragusa attended IVCC and then enlisted in the Marine Corps, serving in the Vietnam War. This duty would go on to shape his life forever. For 35 years, he worked for the Disabled American Veterans in AMVETS of Illinois, where he would dedicate his life to helping veterans. Unfortunately, Mr. Ragusa brought back part of Vietnam with him, which would impact his health but never his spirit. This scholarship brings honor to Mr. Ragusa and all the other Vietnam veterans who served our country and paid the ultimate sacrifice. On behalf of Mr. Ragusa's wife, Roseanne, it is my pleasure to award the Michael Ragusa Agent Orange Awareness Scholarship worth $1,000 to Maddie Wonders. The Mulford Family Scholarship was created in the fall of 2023 by Mike Mulford, SHS class of 1957. After graduating from SHS, Mr. Mulford went to Northwestern University, where he studied history and participated in Navy ROTC. After graduating from college, he rose to the rank of captain in the Navy and served 2 tours of duty in Vietnam. Later in his Navy career, he worked to develop anti-missile technology that is still used to this day. He currently lives with his wife in Alexandria, Virginia. The scholarship is for students that have worked hard, showed a positive attitude, and completed community service. The scholarship is worth $2,000 per year and can be renewed all 4 years of college, provided the student maintains a 2.5 GPA. 2 students will receive this scholarship, which is worth a total of $8,000 per student. On behalf of Mr. Mulford, it is my pleasure to award the first annual Mulford Family Scholarship to Josie Gurnie and Landon Muntz. The Schroeder Golf Association is now called the Richard J. Berry Memorial Golf Association. Mr. Berry was a founding member of this association in 1990. It is a non-profit organization with the purpose of promoting the game of golf in Schroeder. Money from Golf Association fundraisers has been set aside for this scholarship. This year, the association will be presenting a $500 scholarship. On behalf of Tony Moscato, it's my pleasure to award the Richard J. Berry Memorial Golf Association Scholarship to Cole Park. In the summer of 1991, Martha Ann Karras established a scholarship in honor of her parents, Selby and Frida Proud. Mrs. Karras is a 1943 graduate of Schroeder High School who currently resides in Arizona. Applicants are required to write an essay entitled, "What Receiving the Proud Achievement Award Would Mean to Me and How I Will Use It." This scholarship is presented to a senior student who over their 4 years at SHS has shown that they have worked to their highest capabilities and has always strived to do their best. Winning the $500 scholarship, the recipient of the 32nd Annual Selby and Frida Proud Achievement Award is Landon Ross. This year, the SHS Student Council has a $1,250 scholarship. Money for the award comes from Student Council fundraising and donations from the local Red Cross and from our annual blood drive. Applicants for this scholarship must be a Student Council member, have a 3.0 GPA, and write a 250-word essay entitled How Student Council Affected Your Years at Schroeder High School. On behalf of Student Council Advisor Jason Robart, it's my pleasure to award this scholarship to Lily Kupek. The Schroeder High School yearbook, called the Heart Scramble, is an important part of student life here at Schroeder High School. Mrs. O'Brien and the students in the yearbook class have been working hard to create a memorable yearbook. This scholarship was awarded to seniors in the class that have been dedicated to this process. We are privileged to present 2 $500 scholarships this year. On behalf of yearbook sponsor Tina O'Brien, it's my pleasure to award the 3rd Annual SHS Yearbook Scholarship to Bridget McGurk and Tyke Leggeraldi. Richard Dick Berry graduated from SHS in 1970. He went on to Vanderbilt University where he graduated in 1974, and then he graduated from Notre Dame Law School in 1977. Mr. Berry came back home to Schroeder, where he was born and raised, to serve as a partner and trial attorney in the law firm of Myers, Berry, O'Connor, and Kuzma. He was very involved in the Schroeder community and was a co-founder and tournament director of the City Golf Championship from 1980 to 2006. Tragically, Mr. Berry died in a car accident on December 16, 2009. His wife Becky established this scholarship in his memory. Each year, one student from Schroeder High School will receive $5,000 from the fund that was set up by Mrs. Berry. Mrs. Berry is not able to be with us this evening, but it is my honor to present the 14th annual Richard J. Berry Scholarship to, in the amount of $5,000, Ophelia Orozco. John G. Schmidt was a 1931 graduate of Schroeder Township High School. He was a bank president in Terre Haute, Indiana, where he and his wife were also in charge of the Oakley Foundation. Mr. Schmidt passed away in December of 1997 at the age of 85. In 1981, to honor his 50th year from graduating from SHS and to honor his wife who had recently passed, Mr. Schmidt began a scholarship to be given to one senior student called the John G. Schmidt Scholarship. The Oakley Foundation, which manages this scholarship, was established years ago by the Schmidts to help deserving students with their pursuit of college goals. The annual scholarship is open to any senior student at SHS with a scholastic standing in the upper 20% of the graduating class who has indicated a firm desire and ability to pursue a college education. Each student that applies is asked to write an autobiography. In 1981, when the scholarship was started, it was in the amount of $3,000. Over the years, the amount has grown immensely. In the spring of 2023, the school received a call from the Oakley Foundation stating the award was increased to $10,000. The generosity of the Oakley Foundation shows how much love Mr. Schmidt had for his alma mater. Many outstanding autobiographies were submitted. This year's winner, however, stood out more than others. After confirmation with the Oakley Foundation, I'm pleased to present the 2024 John G. Schmidt Scholarship for $10,000 to Devin Elias. In August of 2008, Schroeder High School was contacted by Mary Ramsey from the SHS class of 1943 about setting up a scholarship in her mother's memory. Mrs. Ramsey was the daughter of Rose Boyd Gokenauer. Through a very generous donation to the school, this scholarship is in honor of Mrs. Gokenauer's career as a teacher and to all young people in the community who strive to become teachers. Due to the amount of money generated from Mrs. Ramsey's donation, the SHS Foundation has decided to make this award $8,000 per year for all 4 years of college, provided the student maintains a teaching degree. So in other words, it's worth $32,000. This year's winner wrote an essay explaining why her 4th grade teacher, the late Mrs. Mary Darrow, inspired her to become a teacher. She wrote, I miss Mrs. Darrow very much, and I have so many questions I wish I could ask her. Why did she love Van Gogh's Starry Night so much? How did she treat every student with patience and love? The list goes on and on. However, she did answer one question for me. It was Mrs. Darrow that made me certain I wanted to be a teacher. She is the daughter and granddaughter of a teacher. It is my honor to present the 16th annual Rose Boyd Gokenauer Scholarship to Abby Maskell. Before we conclude our presentation, conclude this part of the program and go out and have some punch and cookies, I do want to call one more person up on the stage. Kathy Darrow, if you're out there, come on up, please. Kathy So I've been working at the guidance office for 25 years, and all of the things we've done, all of the success of the office, the success of tonight is very largely related to Kathy Darrow. from doing all the letters, typing up everything, organizing everything, keeping us, on point. This program really can't go on without her. And she retires in the fall. And I really don't know how we're going to continue. But we're going to try, but it's going to be hard. So Mrs. Hahn is here with some beautiful flowers we wanted to give Mrs. Darrow. And Kathy, thank you so much. Okay, so with that, we've got some punch and cookies, but before we do that, in closing, I would like to thank everyone for being here tonight. We are extremely grateful for all the generous sponsors of these scholarships. We're also extremely thankful for the hardworking and talented students that are here with us tonight, along with your supportive families. I know that these students will go on to do great things in their lives, and we look forward to you coming back and visiting us in the future. We would like to get a group picture for all students who've won $8,000 or more in scholarships. These students should meet in the library with Mrs. Hollowell after this for a group picture. And now we invite you all to the Commons for punch and cookies, and let's chat and have a good time. So thanks, and have a great evening.
I'll grab your grade. I'll meet you in the teacher's parking lot.
Yeah, the generosity is just That's over $1,000. Congratulations to our Alumni. Hey, you love you. Nice job. What a night.
And I didn't know any of that. So when he started reading her essay, I knew that that's her favorite teacher. So then I'm there. Thank God I was there. Because I was a little. I did. And a multiple winner.
264 to 308. So it's 40. That's a 40, 20. I was going to say 25. This community is like it's a snowball. It's a snowball that keeps moving bigger. It's like every year I look forward to getting calls like this from Hilterbrand guy. I chatted on the phone with him for at least 10 calls the first time he called, just talking about his life. Northwestern, Navy ROTC, Vietnam, two tours. Jim, the missiles that they're sending up to protect Israel and stuff, he developed that. He developed that.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Star Wars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.